Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well and welcome back to another video. This is just going to be a quick one because at near the end of last year I announced that I was going to be taking part in the Les Miserables challenge over the course of 2023, and it is basically a challenge where you read a chapter of Les Mis by Victor Hugo every day of the year, because there is 365 chapters and there are 365 days of the year. And I made this nice like spread in my reading journal, and I was going to do monthly updates, like kind of like spoiler filled and stuff, just so I can like think of like my thoughts and like regurgitate what's actually happening, because obviously it is a big chunky book. However, it is currently like the 22nd of June, so I in essence I should be nearing halfway through the book. I've read 1.5 chapters. So yeah, instead I think I might pick up the challenge next year and actually try and stick to it. I was going to read it just digitally, but I think I might find a copy of it, and I feel like that might be a better way to read it, because I've sort of gone away. I don't really like reading things digitally anymore. I'm definitely in my paperback era. So yep, but this leads me to another challenge. Instead of reading that big French classic, I am going to be reading a British, still quite big horror classic, and that is Dracula by Bram Stoker. I've actually signed up to Dracula Daily. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to sign up to it as well. And that is basically, it's a similar idea to the Les Mis challenge, but it's not exactly. It basically is, because Dracula is an epistolatory, I think that's how you pronounce it, novel, where it is set out in like letters and like journal entries and stuff. And each of them is dated. The first one started like the beginning of May, and I think it ends towards the end of August or September time. I'm not 100% sure, but on the days that there are entries, they send you an email with it, so you don't actually have to have a copy. You can just read the emails. But I went about a month without sticking to it, and then at the end of May I sort of like read through what I'd missed and caught up, and I've been reading it in the time frame. That being said, literally like I think there's only been like 4 updates since the beginning of June, but I think it starts to get more heavier now. And yeah, so by the way, so this is where we are now, but in my copy it starts with Dracula's guest first, so if anyone wants to do it with me. So that is how much we've read, and this is it's a bigger book, so it's obviously more if you have a standardized size paperback or hardback. But so that isn't really that much that if you want to try and catch up on and then read the rest of it through the daily thing. That being said, I'm there, but there is some bits that is a bit further on because they're in a different section of the book. But the next update I believe is going to be on the 24th, so in 2 days time. And that's a bigger update, so hopefully, yeah, hopefully more things are going to start happening. But I am currently really enjoying this, and I got this edition in like a charity shop, which is such a beautiful edition. It's like velvety, and it's like has some illustrations, and yeah, I really love this, the look of it. So I am kind of enjoying this. I don't think I've really read like any like historical or like horror classics, or really many like anything like properly horror-y really. And it is a little bit eerie as well, but I am enjoying this. I've also been listening to the audiobook on YouTube, that's like in different like sections, just because I feel like sometimes with classics, or like where I don't really actually understand all the words, or like how it's meant to be like read, I like to listen as well. So I have been listening and reading at the same time when I was catching up, but because there's only been a few updates, I've just read it. But yeah, this is my new challenge for the rest of the year. Instead of Les Mis, I'm doing Dracula. And once again, if you want to follow along with me, I'll leave the link in the description below to Dracula Daily. And yeah, if not, then just stay tuned for like when I do some updates on this book. I like this thing, the thing, but it does get a bit dusty. But anyway, that is the end of today's video. Quite a short one for a change. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you soon then. Bye bye.